WrestleMania. All in.
Tony, for governor! We outside! Bing bong! We couldn't do this without
Vince McMahon.
Psych!
Wembley.
Baby, we're taking it all the way!
CM Punk.
We have,
The Elite.
it was rough shit, but we have,
All in. Wrestling.
it's real for once, baby! Let's go!
WrestleMania.
We're beating that shit, baby! We're beating that shit! You're next!
Fake record.
You're fucking next! Tell me this, so
Cody.
don't you regret not coming to Hey, don't you regret not coming to This place is a dump! I'm never coming back here ever again! Suck my dick!
Vince McMahon.
Suck my dick! Fuck!
Triple H.
You already know! Bing bong! Bing bong! Real talk, I'm from
London,
and you know what?
Triple H,
The fucking bitch! Fuck
the Fed.
Bing bang!
Tiger style.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
Oh, say less.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
We're replacing
WrestleMania.
with
All in.
Tony, for governor!
we outside! Bing bong!
Tiger style.
We couldn't do this without
Vince McMahon.
Psych! Fresh up,
Wembley.
baby! We're taking it all the way!
CM Punk.
We have,
The Elite.
it was rough shit, but we have,
All in. Wrestling.
it's real for once, baby! Let's go!
WrestleMania.
We're beating that shit, baby! We're beating that shit! You're next!
Fake record.
You're fucking next! Tell me this, so
Cody.
don't you regret not coming to Hey, don't you regret not coming to This place is a dump! I'm never coming back here ever again! Suck my dick!
Vince McMahon.
Suck my dick! Fuck!
Triple H.
You already know! Bing bong! Bing bong! Real talk, I'm from
London.
and you know what?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, all right? Make sure you log it in and you remember to check out my good friends over at the Broken Table Podcast live on YouTube. These are some of my good friends. They have some of the best topics going on. They're talking about a lot of good things. And also, they like to put over the Prince Nana dance. Hey, I swerve and I drive. I swerve and I drive. Hey, hey. Don't forget, tune in, log on to the Broken Tables Podcast live on YouTube, my friends.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Broken Tables Podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Vegas, here as always with our co-host, King Rome. How you doing tonight, sir?
You know, Jeff, I really got to say it. You know, I'm always going to be honest and keep it real. Out of all the time we've done these shows, all the podcasts we've done, all the watch-alongs we've done, I have to give you the credit you deserve that you've really outdone yourself by making what is probably legitimately the worst thumbnail you've ever made. You should be ashamed of yourself. I can already see us losing subscribers. Like, I almost want to unsubscribe myself just for this show, just to prove a point. In fact, you know what? I just unsubscribed. Look at that.
Nice.
So
Look at that.
We just lost one over this thumbnail, Jeff.
Well, for all of you guys that are fans of the, what are they, the Outcasts? Yeah.
That's not even what they're called.
The Outrunners. I'm sorry, why did I say the Outcasts?
This guy doesn't.
I was listening to some Outcast earlier. That's where that came from. The Outrunners. For all you Outrunners fans, hit that subscribe button to prove Rome wrong. That they do have fans out there.
No way. They're not a good tag team. They're
which, you know.
Well,
I don't know what take what you will.
People buy some really terrible wrestling shirts.
I know. I see Jericho shirts all over the place.
The wrestling biz. Yeah, I mean, I say that as someone who just got a wrestling T-shirt delivered today. But the wrestling business has not been kind to, the wrestling T-shirt. Like it's
I know.
like it's very hard to get good wrestling merch. To be honest with you,
The wrestling shirts used to be so much better. It just seems like there's very minimal effort nowadays.
I don't even think they've ever been good. Really, to be honest, I mean, like it's all hit or miss. Go back in time.
I mean, there's some Undertaker shirts back in the day that are awesome.
I'm not saying they're all terrible. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, there's some Stone Cold shirts that are awesome.
Unsub.
But how is everybody doing tonight? What's up, Brandon and Nat? Welcome. I gotta say, I thought you were going in this direction because I forgot I did that for the thumbnail, even though I did it like 15 minutes ago.
Pretty terrible.
This has to be the least excited I've been. I don't really see much here that I'm like, yeah, let's go. Mariah May, sure, yeah. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe they'll turn this into an amazing show, but on paper, I was just kind of like, wow.
I mean, I think they're just kind of riding a downturn on the Collision shows. I think the last month or so has been kind of underwhelming. I will say this, though. I was pleasantly surprised. I want to give a shout out. So I watched Rampage this morning. I caught up on it. And they brought in probably my favorite indie wrestler, Marcus Mathers. He was on Rampage last night as enhancement talent. So.
Is he somebody that I know by a different name, or
No.
no? I don't think I've heard that name before. Marcus Mathers.
Yeah, he's from around here, which is why I know him.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he's really good. So I was very happy to see him show up on AEW television. Good.
That's cool.
Good for him. Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on that, yeah, Collision, I have no head. I don't really. Rampage actually wasn't that bad last night, to be honest with you. Actually, it was pretty good. Pretty good Rampage.
Yeah, I actually saw some of the highlights, and I was like, man, I actually should have watched Rampage instead of this Collision here. Brandon says Kevin Owens could be coming, and you know,
they're gonna pursue him, but I mean, like, the question is, will he even get to a point where he's available? I mean, that's the problem.
So, yeah, you know,
I don't know if he's gonna even be available. WWE knows that AEW's TV deal's coming. We've heard a lot of it in the news where it's just like they're suddenly very aggressive again about getting these contract deals done, even though they're months out. Remember when they weren't?
yeah.
Now that the TV deals are like imminent, like they're going to do this, and it's just like, again, like it's just kind of what it is. Unfortunately, that they're going to do whatever it takes to, you know.
I tell you what, though, landing Kevin Owens, I think would be, besides Bryan Danielson, the first major like crossover. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, it's a star. I mean, if you ask me, I think a fair trade would be give me Steen and Generico back for the Lucha. I think I would say that's a fair trade personally.
I'll take that any day. I'll take it. Nat says he's got about another 2.5 months before his contract ends. If he re-signs, he'll be getting Roman Reigns money in order to keep him. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think Tony would have a limit. He'd be like, I don't care.
Well, at that point, they have the TV deal money, and like, you know, hello.
Yeah, and Tony could easily be like, you're going to be the first signing under the new TV deal. I don't care how much they're offering you. I will offer you more. You know what I mean? Like, there could be a blank check, if you will, for Kevin Owens, you know?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean,
that'd be wild. The real bidding war of 2024, maybe 2025. That looked like it felt great.
Oh, it hurts. She's still here too. She didn't jump down. There we go.
I see. You ever see those videos of people like in the kitchen and the cat just climbs up their leg all the way up and it doesn't hurt? I'm like, how?
Well, a lot of times those people in those videos are wearing jeans, and also they're younger cats.
If my cat climbed up my leg, I would be in the hospital.
Well, the other thing is that if you keep the nails kind of trimmed, like, it's the sharpness of the nail, obviously, that does it, so.
Yeah, Nat, I was thinking Moxley too, but I'm thinking more of somebody that's like there now and gonna come to AEW. I feel like Moxley left WWE he left for a while, didn't he?
No. Moxley was off WWE for a couple months, but like, no,
Okay, a couple months, yeah.
Yeah, but it was just because they were waiting for Double or Nothing to happen.
Moxley too, then, Nat. He fits in there.
I mean, look, I think it would be great to get Kevin Steen, and I hope that it happens. But I mean, we'll see. I think that WWE is extremely petty, and they will do whatever they need to do to put AEW down. Like, they're going to do this. Like, they're going to, they will throw money around. I do think that to an extent. I think Kevin Owens is a big enough name where I think they'll pay him whatever he asks for. I would like to think that for the love of the game, maybe, KO
That's what I'm saying.
Doesn't run in AEW. But we'll see. I would like to think so, but I've been disappointed before by pro wrestling, so and I'm definitely going to be disappointed again at some point. So,
all right, what are we? 5 minutes out from the show. All right.
Something funny that I saw on Twitter today. So I follow Backup Hangman from Wrestle Appearance, right? I think he's a really smart Twitter account to follow. He likes WWE along with all other wrestling, so I kind of have to pick and choose how much I really care about what he's saying. But he's a smart guy, very intellectual dude, and he's getting mad at his followers and WWE fans because he's sitting there under the scope of hey, I don't like WWE doing this, I don't think it's good wrestling. And he's getting mad because the WWE fans, who are just WWE fans, not everything fans, like he is, are telling him he's wrong. And it's really kind of funny to see where it's I'm not trying to start shit on Twitter. I'm not that dude. So I don't say anything to him. But part of me wants to reply. It's well, they're WWE fans. Of course they don't. Of course they want things to be the way WWE does them. It doesn't matter if you think they're good or not.
Exactly.
It's just funny to me because I think somebody pitched next year's WrestleMania main event, and they were it should be a triple threat between Cody, Roman, and The Rock, and people were that doesn't make any sense. Why would they book this match? And it's such a WWE thinking philosophy. It's surely these three guys should all just do a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Right.
And he's this is an awful idea. And he said later on WWE fans, when I tell them that things in WWE are bad, they look at me like I have three heads, and it's because that's what they want it to be. I don't know I don't know what to tell you. It's you can't lead. What's the saying about leading the blind? There's a saying.
I forget it too.
Oh, I don't know.
What up, King?
Oh no,
King says 8.
You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
Well, yeah. There's a blind.
Yeah. There is a blind one too, but that was the one I was thinking of.
Gotcha. King says AEW getting the Fox spot on cable. I mean, yeah, you would think so, right, King? I really hope so. The only thing is, during college season, Fox has Friday nights. If you were to watch Friday night, they have it locked up with a college football game. So we would probably be relegated to FS1 during the college season, or we choose a different night. What do you think about that, Rome? What night do you think they choose if we go to Fox?
I mean, for Shockwave, honestly, I don't really know. I mean, I definitely can't think of what they would do.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Mondays. Maybe, or maybe I don't know, because you're not gonna do Wednesday night. You're not gonna do Saturday night. Thursday night is Ring of Honor. Whether it's on, which I think Ring of Honor will be on True TV. I think that is 100% something that we're gonna see, right? But
I don't think you're too far off about Monday night, because if Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, there's no cable, or there's no regular television competition.
I mean, I think Tuesday night is a night that actually could make a lot of sense, to be honest. That's another one. I mean,
yep. Is NXT still going to be on Tuesday nights?
I think it is, but I mean, who fucking cares, to be honest?
Right.
Pick a side. Don't play this. We'll just enjoy all wrestling. No.
Alright, show is about to begin. Oh, dude, NXT is so bad, King.
It really is. It really is so terrible.
It's bad. I just can't believe people watch NXT and they're like, this is great. And I'm like, what on earth? It's just so cringe.
You know it's not cringe?
What's that?
New t-shirt.
Ooh, that Osprey. That's sick. That came quick.
I know, I was a little surprised.
Yeah. I was gonna say my birria tacos are pretty awesome.
Ubisoft was probably like, you guys got to get this shit out. like, like, I'm sure like there was some sort of like discussion. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Ubisoft who distributed the shirts.
Whoa, what's going on here?
What? Jeff, you're like 20 seconds ahead of me, man. I don't know what's going on yet.
All right, let me go to my recording then. Bro,
Wait, we got a ladders match?
there's ladders, there are tables,
Wait, what is
there
this
are...
match? Oh, it's the bunkhouse.
There's everything.
It's the bunkhouse match.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. This match is probably my most anticipated of the night, truth be told. Even though it's those
For real.
geeks from the Undisputed Kingdom.
Damn. Yeah, Punk was on NXT and it lost ratings. His segment was cringy as fuck. That's actually why I saw the clip. Thanks, Nat. It reminded me of why I watched it. While I was talking about it in my head, I was like, why the fuck was I watching NXT? Yo, that lady's hat.
Taped.
That lady's hat looked new. I never seen that. That was an All Elite Wrestling hat. It was cool.
Oh, I do see that. Yeah, that is nice.
Are Dustin and Sammy on the stage yet?
Springfield. Is there supposed Springfield, Ohio jerseys? They're eating the cats. Ash, get out of here. Are you still here? Careful.
Hide your kitty cats. Shit, Dustin threw his hat into the audience? Damn.
Oh wait, no, they're in Springfield, Massachusetts, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, actually.
So, question for you. Rumor has it Dustin only has a few months left on his contract. Do you think he's going to go with his brother, or think he wants to stay?
I don't think he's going to go back to WWE, just because I think he's always he's struck me as like someone who like genuinely is like grateful for AEW, not in sense of like a stepping stool like Cody did, but in a sense that like if someone asked him about it, I think, and he said something along the lines of like, I was gonna retire, and then AEW gave me an extra 5 years of my career, and for that, like, I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I actually don't think that Dustin's going to go to WWE. I think, and I also don't think he's going to be done in the next few months. I do think he's going to ride it out till July and retire all in Texas. I think it's going to be like a Danielson situation where it's just like, hey, like your contract's up, but like, I mean, we'll still like. This is the day that they probably have agreed on him wrapping it up. So there's probably like an extension or something, or like a under the table deal. Not under the table, but.
Have you lost your feed at all?
No.
I lost my feed for like 5 seconds and now it's frozen.
Oh, no. No,
Now it's black. Yeah, I got a black screen again. Okay, here it is.
So, I mean, let's get into this rumor that's going around today. Not just today, but obviously with AEW.
Oh shit!
And
Bennett split open. Sorry.
Yeah, and the TV deal. So there has been some. I've seen some talk about the pay-per-views on Max and stuff like that. The Matt Men podcast said today that the pay-per-views on Max are going to start in January, which makes sense because again, that's when the TV deal starts, January 2025. Now there hasn't been a lot of clarification from any of the rumors really about whether it's going to be that the pay-per-views are included on Max, a la like a Peacock WWE deal, or if it's going to be like you can watch them on Max, but you still have to pay for the full price pay-per-view. Obviously, the second one, not very enticing of a package. But I did see from a reputable source that he was speculating that, from what he's heard, it's going to be that they're going to be included on Max. So it's going to be like you get Max, you get the pay-per-views.
That's what I want.
He also heard, and I think, Jeff, we should definitely do this when the time comes because it'll probably eliminate our time gaps, is apparently Dynamite, or at least AEW programming, might be like concurrent on Max, like live on Max as it's happening.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, so if that's true, that'll actually help us here on the show because we'll be more lined up. Because we'll be watching the exact same feed.
Mike Bennett punching himself in his busted forehead.
I mean, that says it right, though, about Dustin, though. Like, AEW treats him right and serious. Well, she says seriously, but seriously and right. And he definitely enjoys what he's doing. I think that when Dustin's done, I actually see him being like a coach at backstage at AEW. I don't think he's like Dustin. Again, it's kind of like Bryan Danielson, where it's like I don't know if that guy will ever fully be done.
Did you see that?
What, the Doomsday that's about to happen?
Yeah.
You're still a little. Oh Jesus, you're a little ahead of me still, but it's okay.
I'm way ahead of you then.
I mean, if you're on your recording, pause it for 5 seconds and you should be good.
I am, but it wouldn't let me pause. Hang on.
Then you put the replay of it. Oh, he's got a taser. Dustin's got a taser.
Okay.
Is this live or is this tape? Does anybody know?
It does not say live up on the top.
It's very true.
Oh, shit. Ow.
Damn. Bulldog right
Am I
barbed wire table. Jesus.
a couple seconds ahead of you, or are we about to say?
No, you're still ahead of me. But again, it's like 5 seconds.
Yeah, there we go. I can pause again. Mike Bennett's just now grabbing Dustin.
Yep. Just put him back on the ramp.
War Machine!
Next.
Next week's going to be a tape with Dynamite? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so their collision's gonna be taped next week. Well, that's a given because it's a Grand Slam. Are they gonna tape Rampage too? Is that gonna be is that long of a taping? That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Well, remember when I was saying this collision is probably the one that least likely, or I don't remember what I was saying, but I didn't want to watch this one.
Uh-huh.
Taking that back within the first 7 minutes of the show.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean it's pointless, Taylor? They've been fighting over the Ring of Honor Tag Championships. Yeah, War Machine, what I think they'll do is they'll do the Rampage taping from 6 to 7. Or, sorry, from 7 to 8. And then Dynamite, 8 to 10. And then Collision, geez, do they go to midnight for that?
I don't know, man. That would be a problem though, because there is like a. I remember that with the Collision or the Grand Slam shows, they have to wrap up by a certain time because of a curfew in New York.
Huh.
They probably start early. They probably have like Rampage like at 5.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do like an hour of Collision before Dynamite and then do an hour after.
There you go. That's probably what they'll do. Okay, we're not disputing that shit. We don't like the Undisputed Kingdom either, but this match has been pretty fire. Just as characters and in storyline, these dudes are just douchebags. It's whatever. But for a Collision, man, like, you know, this is the show for the sickos. Yeah. Look at Dustin bleeding everywhere. Mike Bennett's bleeding everywhere. Sammy's been through like 4 tables already. Thank you for the shout out, by the way. See, Taylor, that's something I've been asking for a long time. I do wish they would separate the Ring of Honor stuff from AEW. It's just, I don't want to say it's like an advertising thing, but they got to make sure people know that Ring of Honor exists because you got to go to Honor Club to watch it.
Yeah, I just want to see them move Ring of Honor to True TV, which I think they're gonna do.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Look, I mean, it's hard for me because again, I've said it since like day one when Tony bought Ring of Honor. Like, I've had issues with the Ring of Honor app, and it's been a few years at this point, I guess. But like, I haven't tried it. Maybe it would work now. Maybe it would just be one of those weird things where like it fixes itself. But it's like, it's just extra money to spend, and I already had a bad experience with it. So I would like for them to kind of move it all over to television or Max or YouTube or whatever. Because I especially don't want to pay for Honor Club if I'm going to start paying for Max soon. Which, if the AEW pay-per-views are on Max without having to pay extra for the
God.
Without buying.
Okay,
I am not.
I was joking about the 4 tables. Obviously, that's now 4 tables for Sammy.
That's nuts. That was a nuts fall.
Now, I can agree with you on that one, Taylor. We're beyond the let's just matches thing in AEW. I really do think we should have a purpose for everything. And if you notice, they are kind of like, I don't want to say toning it down a little bit right now, but they're preparing themselves for this TV deal. And I think when this TV deal launches, they're going to fucking go apeshit. Oh, God. Everyone's bleeding. Jesus. Why not push Taya or Deanna? That's a good question for Deanna. I'm shocked that she's lost as many matches as she has, but
has she really lost
her matches
much?
Almost every time.
No, she had Thunder Rosa's number until the bunkhouse. Or no, was it a bunkhouse or was it like? It was whatever. It was a no DQ match. Whatever the match.
I think it was the bull rope match, wasn't it? The cowbell.
It was the one in Collision when they were still in Arlington. It was a really good match. I just forget exactly what it was. Well, Deanna actually was on Rampage last night. There's been talks about Deanna starting a faction, and last night seemed to kind of set that up. So we'll see what happens with that.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, Taven just took that one in the face.
Taylor, I would push back and say that Yuka Sakazaki has been around AEW since the beginning, and she's not just some random Stardom wrestler. I'm pretty sure she's signed.
I'm not sure I would call her an original, but I'm pretty sure she's an original.
She's an original, and like
she's from the OG days.
Yeah, it's like her and Riho and like Hikaru Shida were like the 3 big when they first came over. Like that was like, oof, that cut on fucking Bennett is nasty. Yeah, no, Taylor. I mean, I get some of the critiques, and like I don't think AEW is perfect.
Oh God!
Oh, fuck, dude, Jesus. He's just choking him. He's like, I told you.
I was like, he's gonna kill him.
But I mean, I don't know. For me right now, I think the only place where I think AEW is really lacking, like completely, is its tag division. I think the tag division is in a really weird place right now, where it's like, due to the fact that the Bucks are doing other storylines, like they're not defending the titles very often, which you could argue is like, well, they're heel CEOs, so of course, or EVPs, so like they don't have to. Storyline wise, it makes sense for them to dodge defending the titles, and it's like I get that, but that's where I need Tony Khan, or I guess this geek Christopher Daniels, to come in and be like, no, you guys are gonna defend your titles. But like, no, outside of the tag division being lacking right now, AEW is in a really good spot. I think a lot of the matches and the storylines right now are really good. I mean, again, we talk about making things matter, and I'm completely in agreement that things need to matter. If you lose the matter, I mean, that's what I don't like. One of the reasons I don't like WWE is because it just nothing feels of consequence. It just feels like,
and Mina's signed, right?
Mina, no, but she's got history with Tony, so.
No, she signed with AEW, didn't she?
I don't think so.
I could have swore she did.
Maybe she did, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
But so you were talking about Stephanie Vaquera there, Taylor. That's an example of how WWE is doing anything they can to try to hurt AEW. Which that's why we don't even pay attention to WWE, man. We can't stand it.
Taylor, you need to adjust your. Oh, jeez, he's wrapped his boot with barbed wire.
Oh no!
Oh no! Hold on. Wait. Shattered dreams.
No.
Fuck you. Oh!
I would have told the ref I quit before he even came anywhere near me.
How did I quit, man?
I'd be like, I quit. Tap, 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 tap.
Sammy gonna hit like a shooting star press or something. Anyways, Taylor, you need to change your perspective about Ring of Honor. It's not 100% just developmental.
Oh God!
It is its own brand that Tony did buy, because the alternative was, if Tony didn't buy Ring of Honor, it would have turned into a tape library for WWE. And we all know that's the truth, and Ring of Honor would have been dead. It would have been just like ECW, where people would have looked back on it and been like, man, what a run. Like, Tony Khan saved Ring of Honor. Like, you don't have to like the current product, but like, just know that its current iteration was the best case scenario of what Ring of Honor would have been. Just make sure that that's established to begin with.
Now, I would say if you take the past 12 months of AEW's women's division and the past 12 months of WWE's, it's not even close. AEW's women's division has been head and shoulders above. The Tony Storm storyline was absolutely unreal from beginning to end. That was one of the greatest women I've ever seen. The entire storyline, I mean, this is tying it together, but with Mariah May and the way she started copying Tony and everything like that was just 10 out of 10. I mean,
you know what's always like a really weird thing to me, and I'm not trying to pick Taylor out, because I'll even say that, Jeff, you've said stuff like this before, and I don't agree with it. I've never understood the critique, unless it's in bad faith. I've never understood the critique of like someone being upset that Tony Khan brought someone in who wasn't signed and featured them. Like, shouldn't you want Tony Khan to put on the best show possible with what he can? And if that means booking someone who isn't signed with AEW but is signed elsewhere and bringing them in, like, okay, Yuka Sakazaki, maybe whether she's signed or not, you know, Mina, whether she's signed or not, Ishii, whether he's signed or not, like, do you not, like, it's like, oh, okay, well, they're not signed, so even though I would like them on the show, they can't be here. Like Minoru Suzuki, like, oh, so you don't enjoy Minoru Suzuki? Like, oh, well, he's not signed with AEW, so I guess we shouldn't bring him in. Like, what is that logic? Like, what sense does that logic make? Like, if I'm watching a wrestling show, if I'm booking a wrestling show, I want to put on the best show possible, and if I can get a star from another promotion in here, like, you do it. Like, it doesn't make any sense not to. And it's not like they have like people coming in here and like winning the world title. You know what I mean? Like all their champions are contracted by AEW and their AEW roster, and at the end of the day, like, the AEW talent are the ones that are getting over. It's just a weird take to be like, why is Mina here? Why is Yuka here? Well, number one, Yuka's been there since day one. Like, it's just weird. That's why I criticized Jeff. Like, oh my God, we're gonna get upset because Rocky Romero just showed up, even though he works in the front office of AEW. But like, he's not like an AEW talent. Are we gonna be upset about that? He just showed up. You can't believe this. Rocky Romero is one of the better. Rocky Romero is the second most talented guy on the screen right now, next to like Hologram. Like, come on.
But yeah, Sammy did that to himself, man. That he's had a couple of issues with his injury to Jeff Hardy, and then finishing the match with his finisher still, and stuff like that. You know, he's had his backstage problems. You haven't heard Sammy complain about being suspended, have you?
I think the thing about Sammy is that
should have got fired. Okay, he says he should have got fired. I see.
What are we talking about here? Fired for the Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I felt like Taylor just went back and forth there, because he said Sammy got downvoted, but he's one of the pillars, and now he says he should have gotten fired. And I'm like, did you want him to get fired, or do you think that he shouldn't have gotten downgraded? I don't know.
Well, I think number one, I don't know, man. I just think the thing about Sammy is that Sammy, I don't think that Sammy's a bad dude. I think that he's a dude. I think he makes a lot of rash decisions that end up costing him. You know, it's like, I don't think he does anything with malicious intent.
No, he was just young and dumb. We've all been there.
Yeah, exactly. I think Jeff, it's been a while, but like I mean, now he's not young and he hasn't been young in a long time. But no, I think that the whole thing is like Sammy's young and he's definitely hurt himself. And then Jericho's booking didn't help him either. Look, man, the pillar thing, it could still apply, but like there are other stars in the company. You know what I mean? It's just like, yes, the pillars are there and they're meaningful to the company, but I don't know. I think people get really upset about that type of thing where it's like, well, Sammy's a pillar. Why isn't Sammy like a world champion? It's just like, I mean, that's just how
Taylor, you can't compare the TNA run to the AEW run. The AEW run for Sting doesn't exist without AEW. Without AEW, Sting no longer wrestles. He doesn't go anywhere. He's in the WWE. Did they put him in the Hall of Fame? I don't even remember if they did.
Sting?
I don't know.
I don't know if
he would literally not be wrestling. So now, if you look at what he did in AEW, for someone of his age and what he did, to me, it was absolute perfection. I am probably one of the biggest Sting marks you will ever find in your life. Everything that they did for him was absolute perfection. I had not a single problem with anything that ever happened in any of the stuff involving Sting.
Is Sammy a main event? I would say no. I mean, oh, what's that song? Oh, we got a Britt Baker package. Oh. Interesting. I think it said 10:02, which is the 5-year show.
Yep. Wednesday 10/2.
In action. That's interesting.
Dynamite 5. I like that.
I mean, also, like, okay, like, we're going to critique them not using their women. Like, here we are talking about all these women that were all contracted that are working right now with their world champions. Just like, how talking about here?
I just think you're looking at the whole world of wrestling in the wrong way right now, Taylor. Like, what's the point? Like, what do you get out of feeling all of these things that you're feeling? Like, can't you just like watch the show and try to enjoy what's put on television?
I mean, I don't think it's that, Jeff. I like, here's the thing. I believe that like you should absolutely critique your, it's okay to critique your wrestling show. I mean, I sit here and I critique it. If I don't think something's good, I'll tell you it's not good in my opinion.
That was a lot though. Is what it's like.
I think I would just say like, obviously like Taylor is more than entitled to their opinion and like absolutely feel the way you want to feel, bro. Absolutely do you. In my opinion, I think a lot of what you're saying is extremely nitpicky. I think there are issues with AEW, but like I don't think that you've said a single one. Like,
is Darby recruiting people here against the BCC? I don't know.
Remind me what you're capable of. Remind me that you still have that.
Remind me what you're capable of. Let's go, Uno.
Well, I think Darby's wrestling Uno tonight.
I think so, yeah. I think he's recruiting him at the same time. Saying, show me what you can do. Don't make me put my Uno mask on. Yeah, take that fucking tie off.
That's good.
Yeah, that was nice. Darby versus Uno. Let's go. Why is the guy from the Grizzled Young Vets in this promo?
That's funny.
Oh shit! I fucking love that shirt. It's so fucked up that they wasted that design on that group.
Like I said, a lot of bad wrestling t-shirts out there. I don't like this wrestling shirt either.
You don't like that? I love it.
No, I don't like it.
Maybe it's because I got a kid that looks like the little letter blocks for children.
Well, it's like it's not the font that I don't like. It's the I don't like when words are like all split up like that. It's just like CONGLO. Like no, like I don't like that. It's not aesthetic. It's not aesthetically pleasing to me. I want
Taylor,
the conglomeration.
So you said the hologram has no star power. The character hologram has only existed for like 2 months. This guy just created this character for his debut in AEW a few months ago.
Yeah, no, I think hologram's been a star since he came through. I that's a hard disagree on that one. Like this dude's been hot. This guy's come out and he's like the Arlington residency. He was on fire, and now he's still. And it's also really cool that they keep him on Collision. I don't think he's been on Dynamite yet, and I think that's actually really cool for Collision because this dude is good.
That entrance was sick.
Really good.
That reminded me of the Sin Cara entrance back in the day.
It's kind of funny because it's like hologram is kind of an example of like Tony Khan kind of doing both, building his roster up but also bringing in stars. Because Tony could very easily book Mystico for the spots that hologram's in, right? He could very easily, or another like top luchador. Instead, he went and he signed a guy to the company who was from AAA, brought him in, so like, all right, you're going to be our guy on the roster, and here he is getting featured regularly.
Yeah, Yuko Sakazaki is listed as being signed to AEW. That is true.
She is. That's what I was saying. She's been around since the beginning of the company.
She just got injured a couple times. Why hasn't he got a title shot then? Because he's only been here for like 2 months. Oh, what happened to Josh Woods? He stopped with his whole 0% body fat?
You know, sometimes you just want to eat a cheeseburger, man.
I was just saying, yeah, it looks like he was just like, you know what?
Yes, Yuka signed.
Yuka signed. I think she always has been. She's been here for a long time. Mm-hmm. She just got injured a few times.
Yeah, and plus she probably does some tours in Japan.
Whoa, go athletes, whatever your names are.
What? How could they do that? These jerk fans. Why are they giving away Ricochet versus Ospreay on free TV instead of a pay-per-view? Here's the thing you gotta understand, right? Number one, they're doing the show, if I'm not mistaken, on Dynamite 5, which is their 5-year anniversary show. A show where they're probably going to announce the TV deal. This is going to be one of the biggest episodes of Dynamite they ever do. And also... Sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
I was going to say, remember, every once in a while, we get a free pay-per-view on Wednesday. It's what Tony does.
Well, that was also going to kind of be my second point. My second point is, like... I think you need to break that mindset. Like, you shouldn't just expect good wrestling matches on pay-per-views. Like, you should expect your weekly wrestling television show to be good wrestling every single week. You should want and expect those matches with a roster like this. You should expect those matches to be booked.
And listen, don't be surprised if we get a 30-minute time limit and this goes to a draw and we need to go to pay-per-view somewhere. Like, don't be shocked.
Jeff out here making up for his terrible thumbnail with one of his better points. Like, that's something that very likely could happen. But then I know you guys will bitch about that as well. People just love to bitch. Like, that's what it is. It's just like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this match on TV for free. And then they go to a 30-minute time. It's like, 30-minute time limit? What is this ending? Like,
I say the same thing, but I say it in a different tone. I say, like, I can't believe we're getting this match for free. Like,
exactly.
Great,
like,
you know what I mean?
It's just such a weird way to look at it. Like, why are you angry that they're giving you that for free? Why are you upset about that? What is...
I feel... Because right now, we pay $50 for every pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view.
This isn't Peacock where, you know, we got that shit for free. So, Tony, every once in a while, is like, thank you very much for paying all these, you know.
But I'll push back on that because, again, come, you know, January, maybe we aren't paying for pay-per-views and they're free on Max. But I'm going to push back and say, even when that happens, it's like, again, I'll reiterate, why are you not expecting and demanding, not demanding, it sounds kind of weird, but as a consumer, why are you not saying, okay, I'm sitting down to invest hours of my time, give me the best show you can. I want matches like that booked on free TV. Obviously, you don't want to blow your load because you need your pay-per-view to be meaningful, But like, what's the point of doing television then? Like, what are you gaining from this? Why are you watching a 2 hour? Why are you giving up 2 hours of your Wednesday, 2 hours of your Saturday, an hour on Friday? If it's just like, this show better not be great, it better just be good at best. Like, what are we talking about here?
Is anybody watching this guy? This guy's incredible.
Unfortunately,
Oh
not.
my god. Holy shit. Dude, what he just did in the corner was one of the coolest things I have ever seen.
And Nat just really kind of summed it up, and I completely agree with her take here. Is like, pay-per-views should be where storylines are like meet their climax, or like you see a beginnings, or like, yes, pay-per-views should be the biggest shows. But that doesn't mean you can't have, like, are we going to get upset because Dynamite Grand Slam next week is a loaded card? Like, it's not a pay-per-view. Are we upset about that? Like what are we doing here? And
So-
see, that's what I say earlier, where it's like, look, I'm not saying that the people in our chat right now, you know, are trolling.
What up, Grant?
What up, Grant? I'm not saying that Grant and Taylor are trolling. Yeah, again, you guys are more than entitled to your opinions. But it just, like, sometimes, man, with some of these takes, it just seems kind of in bad faith. Where it's like, I'm not telling you that you can't feel this way. If you feel this way, gosh darn it, definitely feel this way. But, like, man, like, there are things that AEW aren't, dude, that they're not doing well. And I just feel like more often than not, like, those things aren't brought up. It's just really weird. Like,
I feel like social media makes it like fun to dunk on AEW right now.
Oh,
And I'm just like, it's not really like, you know, B NATO, right? You got the same commercial as us.
yeah, I also got that. Was weird. That was fucking
That was weird.
crazy. Yeah, Nat.
Yeah, is that not crazy that Sharknado became one of like the greatest B films ever?
Yeah, I guess.
They made like 5 of them.
But yeah, nah, I've never understood either. Like, why would you get upset about like getting a pay-per-view quality match on free television?
Yeah, I've literally always felt like it was a thank you from Tony for buying pay-per-views. Like, he understands we spend over $300 a year. I think it is at this point. You know.
I mean, honestly, like, and that's the funny thing is, like, we've seen like that kind of television happen, like with WWE, like how they did it for years, from like, what was it, like, it was probably like 2008 or 9.
There's 8 of them.
2008 or 9, all the way up till today, where it's just like, yeah, they book around their pay-per-views, they don't do shit on TV. It's like
What's up,
haven't,
Byron?
Like, haven't you seen that already? Like, haven't we done that? We've already seen how it looks like. It's ass. So, like, what are we doing? Jesus. Yes, Byron, the show's been pretty good so far. That bunkhouse was incredible.
Yeah, that was really good. I got the hiccups.
6 plus the video game?
The Sharknado.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy that they had the funding. Movies.
Yeah, if I subscribed, why didn't we get, like, the whole, like, whoa?
Because when you unsubscribe and resubscribe, it's not supposed to work. But for whatever reason, that Liber Savier guy's done it like 100 times.
That's what I'm saying. I resubscribed that.
I don't know how.
It randomly pop up, and it didn't. I was like, I disappointed.
At this point, Savier is like a YouTube bot that like monitors live chats. Because it makes no sense that same account... I have literally 50 emails saying that person has subscribed to the channel. It's like every time somebody's name goes down there, they're like, nope.
I get what you're saying, Grant, and AEW's booking's not perfect, that's for sure. But
No, yeah,
I would
we criticize them.
I wouldn't say illogical. I just wouldn't go that far. Are there times where I think Tony misses the boat a little bit? Absolutely. And this isn't me saying Tony Khan gets it right all the time. It's just, I don't know, illogical? I wouldn't go that far.
So I'd only go that far if he's talking about the matches that are just thrown together for no reason. You know, we complain about those too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, if that's what he's saying, like, I get it. The problem is that we talked about this on Wednesday's show where, like, it's all about the making things matter. And, like, the question is like, well, why does X, Y, and Z matter? And as long as you can answer that question, it's okay, in my opinion. I mean, well, again, as long as it's feasible. And something that I always loved AEW did was pushing like the winner's purse, or like, you know, the win-loss record, or, you know, stuff like that. I understand from a booking perspective how it could be really hard, devil's advocating here, where how it could be really hard to really kind of put a lot of time and effort into the ranking system while still booking a good show. Because then you kind of really hog tie and pigeon tie yourself, where it's like, maybe you're not putting on the best show you possibly can because your rankings are dictating this or that. When they got rid of AEW Dark, they made it really hard to justify the ranking system, unfortunately.
This fucking guy, man.
Who? Mark Briscoe?
Briscoe.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, like, they've taken, like, the wins-loss records off of the website and stuff like that. And that's something that, like, I will critique them for. Like, I think they need to make sure that these matches feel like they have consequence and weight to them.
Just dropped Davari on his head.
Like, I do think that, like, if the conglomeration are going to keep winning matches, then they probably should get a trios titles match soon. Will that happen? I don't know.
Here comes the Froggy Bow.
And yeah, Nat just said it. Like, the only logical thing is why certain teams are thrown together randomly. And yeah, I'll agree with you. That makes no sense. And that's something you could critique them for on a specific level. But to sit,
oh Jesus!
I think the problem is that, like, Grant, maybe let me try to rephrase this. I think a lot of times people like to make weird blanket statements that, like, don't fully apply, right? Like, I know, like, if you don't, like, if you're sitting here, like, the people that say AEW doesn't tell good stories, out of their fucking mind. Just because this match right here didn't have a great story around it, doesn't mean that AEW as a company isn't telling great stories. And I think that that's something that people should probably try to be a little bit more precise about, to be honest with you. It just seems kind of weird. It's like, oh, you
I think that's
stories. It's like, oh, really? You didn't just watch Hangman and Swerve fucking try to murder each other?
That's the J Driller King. That's Jay Briscoe's finisher. So, Grant, a few things. Number one, the Nigel match is non-title. Number two, Darby isn't giving away his world title shot. He's defending it against Jon Moxley. Yeah, if Moxley wins, he gets his title shot. So he's like putting his title shot on the line. His number one contendership.
And I get the critique of, well, why is Darby doing that? Is because Jon Moxley got under his skin and convinced him to do it, because Darby is a babyface who, you know, we critique babyface sometimes for being dummies and, like, maybe they don't need to put things on the line, but at the end of the day, like, that's babyfaces in wrestling. Like, they will happily defend their titles. They'll happily defend whatever because they're babyfaces, what they do. Oh, okay, what we got about this Max Caster jacket? Oh, snap. So, Jeff, you didn't see it on Rampage, but they stole Max Caster's jacket last night.
Oh, the one that says the best wrestler.
Yeah, and they said that they were going to give it a makeover. Watch my tip.
Kudos to these guys for turning these fucking characters into something amazing.
Yeah, you gotta give it to them.
Wonder if they called up Fandango and were like, "You got any tips, bro?" Because it gives off real big like Fandango vibes.
Oh, they got tips, all right, Jeff.
Got it.
Got him.
And it's going to be something everyone actually loves.
That's pretty fun. Oh, they touch tips.
I was doing it to the camera. I was like, fuck, those characters are hilarious.
Also, Grant, it's Darby Allin. It's spelled Allin, just so you know.
Like all.
Yeah. I always love that about Darby. Because again, like that's the other thing about Darby giving up his shot that, like, you're not understanding from a storyline level is Darby, and he even said it during his promo about how, like, Darby will ride or die for AEW. And when an aggressor attacks AEW, Darby will always stand up to defend the company that he loves, that made him, right? And so, like, when Jon Moxley's walking around saying, this isn't your company, this isn't AEW, like when Moxley is clearly in some weird way that we don't know yet because we haven't gotten that far in the story, is an aggressor to the company, Darby Allin will step the fuck up and man up and square up. Like, that's just what it is.
And you know, if AEW ever did an invasion angle of WWE, you know Darby's fucking driving the tank. Yo, Lady Frost, let's go.
Where people get upset, Lady Frost is in fact signed by AEW, just so everyone...
Yes.
I feel like we have to say that, you know, so people don't get upset.
She's great, too.
You know? It is always cool that Tony makes sure Lady Frost gets on the car when they're near her hometown. Because she is from here. Even though she does not build as being from here.
Like from Philly?
I don't think it's Philly, but it's like somewhere in like Bucks or PA.
Yeah, she's from the PA area.
Yeah, she's from our neck of the woods to an extent.
Let's get ready for action.
This woman with her
Nigel.
I mean, she did rejuvenize like Nigel's career. Nigel was retired at All In. Mariah went over, gave him a kiss on the cheek, and that man, like his legs were suddenly healed by God. He stood up and he's like, "I'm gonna wrestle tonight."
Started hitting the gym that night.
Eerie, that's what it is. Thanks, Matt. Close enough.
So you remember Pink, the music artist?
Yeah.
I think she's from like Allentown area.
Yeah, she's from around here too.
She sent like a manager or somebody to pick up a bunch of wings from us once a long time ago.
Really?
Looking for Mayday. So now we're trying to look at this absolute domination from the Glamour, who has been nothing short thereof.
Yeah, right, Nat? That Danielson Nigel match, we don't even know for sure it's happening yet. It's if he's cleared.
Yeah,
right?
like that's the thing. And again, like that's the whole point. Like Nigel was not handed a world title match. I think that's a big misconception that people have right now about this whole thing at Grand Slam. Is it is not a title match. It is two dudes that have fucking hated each other for the last like 20 years. Are like I don't know if you know, so they AEW did, or I guess Ring of Honor did one of those like timeline videos, and they posted the entire Nigel Danielson feud. It's like an 11-hour video.
Jesus.
It's like it's a storied rivalry between these two guys, and so it's just like yeah, like that's Danielson's about to retire. Well, not retire. He's about to stop full-time wrestling. And just like Sting, Tony Khan is going to give Bryan Danielson whatever the fuck he wants. Danielson wants a match with Nigel, it's going to happen.
Taking it all over North America, down to Mexico where she won a very prestigious tournament in CMLL.
Twisted tornado swinging 1, 2, very impressive. Lady Frost here against the world champion.
Frost won.
There's a lady with a sign in the audience that says Lady Frost is the queen of murder gymnastics. I like it.
Yeah.
You think Mariah is distracted by her upcoming match on Wednesday against Yuka Sakazaki? Could that happen here, Nigel?
I don't know about that.
Oh, right in the tits.
Facing up against the hard-hitting Lady Frost. Go. I don't know.
Oh, right on her head.
Like, why can't we all get upset about Chris Jericho being booked, right? Like, why is that not what my chat is saying? Like, why is our chat not like, can't believe Chris Jericho's booked? And like, yeah, people like Nat say that stuff, but like, why are people coming in here being like, can't believe Sammy Guevara exists? Can't believe Yuka Sakazaki's wrestling tonight. Like, like, come on. Like, really?
Oh, Storm Zero, good night.
I agree, Grant, actually, about that. I do hope Shane's coming in. I think the story that they're telling right now with Mox is very purposely vague, where it's like, this isn't your company anymore, like, things are changing. Like, I think that there's definitely something going on there, and I could totally see Shane McMahon coming in that way. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll see.
Lady Frost is the granddaughter of Tony Marino. Tony Marino.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Yuka!
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Willow Manino. Willow, it seems that you suffered a brutal loss to Chris Statlander at All Out. How are you doing? I mean, I'm still in a lot of pain, and honestly, my back is way
I love Willow's tattoo that's a cat with a lucha mask on.
way anymore, so you really lost that one, you know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, life is full of ups and downs, and this is just part of it. Right now, I'm looking forward. I'm inspired by my friend Yuka Sakazaki going after the championship here. So I'll be watching her at Grand Slam this week. I don't think you
Yo,
understand
what?
the
I know. I told you,
implications
Jeff. You weren't
of
listening.
the word
Hold up, is that dude from the future?
did.
These are the two people he said should get a push.
No,
and they're
Jeff,
together.
it was
at
on
it?
Friday Night Rampage last night. I told you earlier. You're not listening. You don't pay
Okay,
attention.
okay.
Go to
I
bed.
wasn't.
Go to
I
bed,
was not.
Grandpa.
You would be in her corner.
Like, oh my guys.
I'm not willing to do that.
All right, everybody, just start saying things that happened on Rampage as if it like oh, I think this match will happen tonight on Collision.
Yeah, I'll think you're from the future.
Like what?
Are you a time traveler?
What do you mean?
Match of your career.
You're psychic.
And that might be
Jesus.
from across the river in
So,
New Jersey.
was Rampage the first time they paired these two?
Yes.
New York City.
Okay.
I'm sorry, are you trying to insult us? Did you interrupt Diana Peraza? I you actually your state and take your
Look at the
ass.
size of those earrings.
I got a better idea.
Yep, the
I
earrings.
got one that the people of Springfield, Massachusetts are gonna love. Rampage, you and I. Fine.
Her hair. That was excellent.
Yeah, except for one thing. Yana Praza's from
What?
New Jersey. Just can't stand behind it, you know? Can't get behind it.
TBS is hosting the Ultimate Friends Celebration. Happy 30th! Celebrate 30 years of Friends all this weekend on TBS and stream every episode on Max.
You're watching our special, aren't you? No.
It's been a decent episode so far. Not bad.
Guaranteed. All up front. This one's gonna be hard to pass up.
Breaking news. LeBron James has a guaranteed NFL offer. He says it's, quote, going to be hard to pass up.
Seriously? Ooh. Might got to call a plumber. You got to leave.
With DraftKings, new customers turn $5 into $200 instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours. This is the one. She fixed
You know, for as good as the show has been, I'm surprised we're not past 9 o'clock yet. Man.
Yeah.
Turner to this space. The industrial grade product you need. Call, click, or stop by. Granger for the ones who get it done.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I've been paying for 2 Netflix accounts over like 3 years.
How'd you
Yo,
figure
is there
out?
anybody in chat that plays Magic the Gathering, the card game?
What is that called?
Rocket money.
Yeah, they messed up with this new set that came out today, Rome.
Oh yeah.
So, long story short, they put out some cards that make you possibly win on turn 2 if you're playing a red deck. And winning in standard, which is like the current format, on turn 2 is insanity. Like, that's almost unheard of. In the I don't know if it's ever happened in the history of Magic, winning on turn 2 in Standard.
Right.
And it's like they're gonna have to ban like 10 cards that they just came out with.
Get 2 or more Papa Parents favorites for just $6.99 each.
Just-
Order now on the app from Papa John's.
Play with them while you can. This Penguin show looks crazy.
It takes place in the same universe as the Batman movie.
Okay,
Like, this Penguin is actually in that movie.
gotcha.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy.
So, Jeff, I wanted to ask you something, actually, because I think I said it in the Discord a couple days ago. You didn't answer.
I don't get any notifications from Discord anymore. It sucks.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, hold on. I want to hear this promo.
MXM. Listen. Taking my jacket without asking me? So dastardly. That's so brash to me. You himbos walk around like Fashion Week, looking like you shop on Temu. Your fashion's weak. Forget a jacket. You're jacking our style up. Doing finger stuff to get the crowd all riled up.
Isn't that what they do?
Of course they were checking the vibe. They just want to dress like the best wrestler alive. And that's a mic drop. That's right, MXM. Or shut up. Because everyone
Hope so, Grant.
loves the acclaim.
That's actually a safe bet.
I hope so.
What do we got here? Oh, okay, never mind. So Jeff, I forget. When it comes to Star Wars, do you like the prequels, like 1, 2, 3?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So I have a recommendation for you. You gotta check out the Clone Wars show, but like specifically the last season.
Okay.
Like, so I'm doing like a Star Wars watch along, or like not watch along, but like I'm currently watching through Star Wars in chronological order. It's like I'm not like rushing through it. Like I've been doing it for like a while at this point. But so I watched episode 3, and half of the last few episodes of the last season of Clone Wars take place afterwards. But like they're so good. Like it's probably some of the best Star Wars ever put out, actually. Like this last.
Oh yeah, I've always heard Clone Wars is amazing.
Yeah, I really recommend it. Like it's really fucking good.
There's no need for this, but I'm gonna need you to hand over that title shot to me.
If you want it so bad,
This Moxley Danielson stuff is crazy.
Don't have time to explain everything to you right now.
no idea what's going on.
This company is ours.
I accept. And I don't know what you're trying to do around here, but if
You think Lashley and MVP come with Shane McMahon?
don't be surprised
Maybe.
when I pull you into the fire.
I don't know. I just like this storyline feels like something big is coming, like a catalyst is
Yeah.
coming, and it's really hard to like that. Like it makes a lot of sense. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I guess we'll see.
Chuck needs you events, so it's time to put the work. You understand me?
I know it's a lot to handle, but I believe you have the strength inside you to do the
Is he still injured or ready to go? I think Copeland is still healing up. Like he straight broke his shit.
Yet to find out if you does do the right thing, but certainly this man.
And being a little older, you want to make sure it's healed up properly. Ooh, what's going on here?
Coming.
Ooh, Darby.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Seattle, Washington, weighing 175 pounds.
This should be the main event, by the way. Just saying.
Darby and Uno?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it should be really good though.
Speculation. The king of Headgate, the king himself, John Moxley.
Like, I almost feel like unless the world champion or the TNT champion is main eventing, it should be Darby. Like, if he's on the show and the champions are not, yeah. Let's go, Uno. There's a lady in the audience with a shirt that says, I love heel turns. King, have you seen my Evil Uno mask? It's his original mask from his early days in AEW. It's kind of cut off by my name up there, damn.
So I took that opportunity. There's no reason for being mad at me. He should be mad at Brian Danielson, who's embarrassing this company.
Alex Reynolds with the attention of the referee. And now Stephon Smith turns around, but the belt has already done its job. Darby with a toe. Evil smartly rolls out of the ring, but watch out, here it comes.
God. Darby's tope is insane. No! I guess that's why Uno's got this mask on tonight. He's like, here, tear one of my shitty masks. Oh, damn. Okay, it's crazy how much he looks like that grizzled young vets guy now that that dude said that.
I missed it last week, to be fair, but yeah. It is funny.
That's crazy how much he looks like him. Maybe that's why that dude grew a beard. He's got like a big beard now. Reynolds is shaved. Oh, he's hitting him with Moxley's move. Oh shit, I thought he was going to finish it like that. This match has been very aggressive. Yeah, remember the promo with Uno where he told him, show me what you got?
Yeah.
Oh, what a buckle bomb. Looks like Uno's head exploded. It looks funny. Oh, God. Oh! There goes Uno's back. Dude, if I did that, I am not getting up. Not happening.
Jeff, if you walk down too many flights of stairs, you're not getting.
I'll have to sit down at least. Tell you what, that coffin drop, if anybody else was doing that, that shit would suck. But Darby weighs like 90 pounds, so it's probably fine. What a collision. I mean, it's only the first hour, King. I can't believe it's just now 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's nothing to say. We are in for the fight of a lifetime.
Dude, did you see they said Raw and SmackDown are going to 3 hours in January?
Did you also see that even though it's on Netflix, Raw is going to have full commercial breaks? So yeah, apparently Netflix is actually like on board with this because Netflix is actually, they want to move to like having more commercials on the app. And
so what are we paying for then?
Bro, I'll tell you what I'm paying for it. Not a fucking cent.
Cable TV at that point.
I haven't had Netflix in forever, and like I'm definitely not getting it anytime soon. I honest to God haven't had Netflix since like 2017,
it's so funny.
2016.
It's so funny that all these streaming sites that were like cut the cable, they're just turning into cable.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You said if it's the last thing that you do,
Ooh, look at Renee's pants. Those are dope.
you're going to end
Some
Hangman
green
Adam
snakeskin.
to be continually
Oh shit.
escalating
Double J
around
mad.
here.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Karen, I mean, wife to wife, it seemed like obviously
We're gonna have an outlaw versus outlaw match.
I think Jeff Jarrett's about to announce he's going to retire if he can't beat Hangman.
Man, I don't care what you have to say right now. Hangman Page, you heard me loud and clear earlier. I said, somehow, some way, somewhere, why don't we make that somewhere New York City? Grand Slam, Arthur Ashe Stadium. Yeah. You want to talk about that you want to take down everybody that stood in your way on your path to swerve. Well, why don't we get everybody in the ring at the same time? I want to
What's
do
up with
it
his
my
eye?
way this time. The last outlaw's way this time. Yeah, me and you, man to man, one-on-one. I don't have to beat your ass 1, 2, 3. All I've got to do is beat your freaking brains out and get you outside the ring. Because what I'm proposing, that's right. A lumberjack strap back.
Let's do it.
8 guys outside that ring.
Yeah.
Let's get Dark Order. Let's get Bang Bang Gang.
Let's get Swerve.
Let's get the conglomeration. Let's get my man, JD, Satnam Singh. Let's give all 8 of them a 4-foot leather strap, 4 inches wide, lumberjack strap back.
Wait, so the Lumberjacks have the straps?
No syringes, no cinder blocks. No, we're going to do it the way I was brought up.
No, they're all gonna have one of those things in his hand.
Scalpel match,
Yeah.
concession
That's
stand
so weird.
my favorite of all.
And also, what a weird, like, it's a Lumberjack match, but it's like, these 8 guys. Like, wait.
There's a flesh tool,
Okay.
completely.
Watch them all turn on Jeff Jarrett. That'd be funny.
Well, I think the Dark Order might.
Hangman Page, I've had it with your deranged ass. I've had it with your ego. And I can assure you one thing. Wednesday night, it's all going down. My God, the last outlaw is going to kick your freaking ass.
Yeah.
That's good. It's going to be a great match. Wait, they're giving that away on free TV? What's wrong with Tony Khan? Damn you, Tony Khan. You can't keep getting away with this. Still silly.
Grand Slam's gonna be a pay-per-view next time anyway. Hey, Queen Aminata, let's go. I could have left her on the thumbnail. Good lord.
All right, we'll take a look at it. We're going to show you exactly what we were talking about in just a few moments. We got Coming out demanding the match and why that happened. It happened last Saturday night here on Collision. Raised the eye of the queen.
Here comes Serena Deeb.
Her opponent from Oakton, Virginia, the Professor, Serena Deeb.
Okay, as Serena Deeb, the professor, makes her way to the ring, looking at her opponent. Let's take a look at last week right here on Dynamite. Rena Menard previously rejected the offer of the professor, so the professor would not be done, and painted another picture, taught Amanata another lesson.
And I know it's probably not going to happen, but could you imagine if Becky Lynch showed up just randomly? That'd be crazy.
I mean, they are. No. I'm not gonna go there. No, she's gonna show up at the Royal Rumble. She's tired of it. She's not going there.
I know. I'm just.
To that point, you have to admire Queen Amanata for showing up here tonight, and one wonders whether
Serena Deeb. Are you drunk, Haseen?
against a star like Serena Deeb, who has that much of a
He's like, spell check has failed me.
Sabrina Deeb.
absolutely she does. Big time experience advantage. Well, look at that, how aggressive Amanata is from the get-go, driving the professor down to the mat. Well, according to Tony Khan, she arrived in the building that way. Very aggressive, very wanting the match. And Serena
I'll be right back.
Now, see, we talk about matches and like, oh, why is this match happening? You have to like do the why. Obviously, what happened last week happened between the two during the tag match, but they just said it during commentary and they said it earlier too. So, Amanata showed up at the building, pissed off at Serena Deeb, wanting a match from Serena Deeb, and so they have it. And like again, you need to make sure you do things like that where it's like why are you doing this? What is the justification? And like, well, there you go. That's the justification. Is that Deeb attacked her last week? Amanata showed up pissed, and she went to Tony Khan and said, I want a match with her, and Tony Khan booked it. And there you go. And in that point, you can kind of forego a win-loss record type thing. Because there is a why there. And I think that as long as you can do that, you can justify why, not as bad.
taking down her arguably more powerful opponent. Technique.
No, Hueco Mundo. The Outrunners are not awesome. They are not. They should be a bunch of jobbers. They're not. They're better than the Iron Savages. I'll give you that. But like, I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it's because I wasn't alive during the '80s. I don't see an appeal with the Outrunners at all. They have zero appeal to me. What, like, there is zilch. I feel nothing when I see them.
Got me a Mexican Coke. Now I just got to figure out how to open it.
You need a bottle cap or a bottle opener.
Thanks.
Oh, is that mine right here? Is that my Mexican Coke as well?
Let's see. I can use just about anything to open a bottle, so I'm going to attempt to use a PVC elbow to open the bottle.
Good work.
That is probably going to, maybe? There we go. Oh, there's just something about the Mexican version, man. That pure cane sugar.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's definitely the way to go. You know what you should try? Dr. Pepper the same way. It's really good.
See, I've been looking for that one. I can only find Sprite.
Okay, so go to Mr. Soda Pops. It's by your house.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That's where I get my Mexican Coke from too. That's where I get all my, like, a lot of my bottled soda I get from there. But yeah, on like the first aisle at the end on the left, they have Dr. Pepper with real sugar.
Nice.
It's really good. Yeah.
I gotta try that. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, flood warning in Louisiana.
Are they obsessed?
Hank's also just put out like a Mexican Coke kind of thing.
What did?
Hank's, like the brand.
Oh, nice.
I bought a bottle of it. I haven't tried it yet though.
I like Hank's root beer. Good.
I like their black cherry and their grape sodas.
The black cherry is really good.
Probably the best black cherry soda out there, to be honest.
That's not my microphone crackling. That's a Rice Krispie treat.
The TV audio is a little loud, by the way, just so you know.
Is it?
Yeah, I've heard it for like the last 20 minutes, but I forgot to say something.
$25 a month. You could be better. Your wireless should be visible. Switch at visible.com.
126, first on the scene.
Yeah, Wicklemundo is because they use that pure cane sugar.
It's a good thing I don't have diabetes, man.
Yeah.
Drinking a Coke and eating a Rice Krispie treat at the same time. An NXT taping was scheduled for election night has been canceled. What? They're like, we want to go vote. Let us go vote.
Well, actually, you legally have to. You legally have to allow them to go vote.
Yep. And
let's not make light of that. Like, no, you should not do. You should not be out of town with your residence unless you're doing mail-in voting or something.
The likely reasoning would be is everybody has a different state that they live in, and you have to vote in your state. So it's not like they could just go from the NXT taping and just run next door and vote real quick.
Yeah, and I'm
but
sure
they could do like.
Oh, sorry, good.
They could do the absentee stuff, maybe.
Well, I'm sure most of the people in the Florida warehouse view that type of stuff as fraudulent voting. Just a guess based on their voting trends. Which, to be fair, like even though I don't think it's fraudulent, like I'm definitely like a day of the election voter. Like I'm a polls voter. Like, see, like
absentee is fine. Mail-in is crazy.
I don't have a problem with it, but as a personal preference. But that's just because I like to. I don't know. I'm a weirdo about things. Like I get very. I don't want to say sentimental, but it's just like I want the experiences, if that makes sense. Where it's like I want the experience of voting. You know what I mean? Where it's like I want to go
100%.
and I want to go into the booth and I want to vote on the machine. You know what I mean? Like that's like part of the experience. Like, could I just fill out a piece of paper and mail it in? And would that probably be easier? Yeah, but like I want to feel something. You know, I want to feel
like when you just mail it in, there's no guarantee your mail makes it there. I've mailed letters before and they never arrived. You know what I mean? So like
that's also fair.
You know. And going in person, like you said, I actually enjoy it. I like waiting in line. I like seeing everybody, you know, all the people standing in line. I usually see people I haven't talked to in a while because, you know, everybody from your neighborhood has to go to the same place. Yeah. So you see people you haven't seen in a while. You know, it's cool.
So, like, I'm not going to lie to you. And I don't admit this to a lot of people, but, like, I always, like purposefully take off work on election day because I'm just I get so into it. Like, I go and I vote. And then, like, I go and grab some food, and I just, like, sit on my couch all day, and, like, I watch election stuff. It's really psychotic.
Oh, Nat just almost made me choke on my Rice Krispie treat. She said the exact opposite of what I said. She's like, I hate people. That's why I do mail-in.
Well, that second one, Nat, you definitely... Like, again, I think mail-in is perfectly fine. Like, I'm not one of those people who are like, no, it shouldn't be an option. Like, it should be an option. No. Especially like with your ankle, like absolutely, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm an event kind of guy. You know what I mean? It's like I wake up and I'm just like gonna go vote. Like I'll go to the polls, like probably within the first hour of them being open.
I mean, not just looking amazing.
And then I'll vote. I'll go grab some food. Usually, it's November, so like Wawa has the gobbler. I'll go to Wawa, get the Cobbler. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think I saw an ad on their like Instagram today where it's just like, it's coming. I'm just like, fucking damn right it is.
Yo, somebody mark down this episode. Queen Aminata is going to be our breakout star of 2025 for the women's division. She's so good.
She's very good. This match has been really good.
Deeb's nose just got busted open and she's wiping all her blood off.
Yeah. Back in the day, in the old days, mail win was the only kind of voting. Says Nat. Yeah, so like I don't know. I always get like really into election day. Like I'll go to the polls, I'll vote, I'll sit around, watch the election results. The problem is in like recent years, the mail-in votes have like increased in number. So like it used to be like you kind of knew who was going to be president like that night. Like nowadays it's just like because they can't start counting. I know in Pennsylvania, I don't know what the other states are. I'm sure it's similar, but like in Pennsylvania, you're not allowed to start counting the mail-in votes until the election, the polls close. I think it's what it is. Isn't that what it is, or something like that?
I have no idea because I don't think they actually told us what their rules were.
No, there's definitely. I'm like, I know, Jeff. Yeah, I know. But like, there are legit rules of when they start counting it, and it causes the results to be delayed.
Yeah. And they already told us, they're like, don't expect an answer on election night, because at 3 in the morning, yeah.
Well, people have families, you know, they gotta go home, go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't start counting them until the polls close. So votes cannot be started, they can't start counting votes till the polls close.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
So, like, the mail-in, they get sent to different mail centers, right? Like, they don't all go to the exact same place. They get mailed to different voting centers. So,
also, the polls close
whatever,
at 8, not 6, right? Isn't it 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And depending on what your time zone is. So, when the polls close in your time zone, they can start counting those mail-ins.
Oh, shit. Me and Nat are going to be in the Discord all fucking election day. Go, Nat. I'll be there, Nat. I will be there. So I have one more week vacation, and I'm trying to decide where I want to use it. I'm considering using it for that week, because I'm actually going to the Eagles game, the Sunday Night Football game, right before Election Day. So I'm considering, like, starting my vacation on that Sunday. And because, like, in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm going to want off that Sunday. And then usually when I get, like, I usually need to take the day after an Eagles game, especially a night game, off, because I get home at, like, 3 in the morning, and I'm also, like, lose my voice, and amongst other things. I'm just exhausted. I need a day of rest. So I'm thinking of taking that Sunday, that Monday, and then Tuesday's election day. Like, it's like at that point, it's Tuesday. And I'm just like, you know what, maybe I'll just take my vacation that week. Rhea's rules match?
Hasim says, Happy Peace Day? It's Peace Day. What? This is like the third different outfit Renee's been wearing tonight. Good lord.
This match has been in my family for generations. Everyone across England knows this match. Could you enlighten me, perhaps? Sure. I'll tell the rules. Okay.
Where'd she pull that from?
Don't ask questions, Jeff. You weren't paying enough attention, Jeff. That's your fault, not mine.
Use weapons unless you are surrender. Rule 3, you must obey the 10 counts unless you are surrender. Rule 4, you're biting, choking, close fists, hair pulling.
Unless you're Soraya.
Unless you are
Okay.
Soraya. Rule number 5, no cover-ups. Never like those new Rule number 6, no outside interference unless you are.
Alright, no, that's funny. That's hilarious. I know people hate Soraya, but that was really funny how the rules of her match are like, everything is heelish, where it's like, okay, Soraya can do whatever she wants, you can't. Also, hammerlocks are banned. She's just like, never liked that move.
Rule number 10, the winner receives an autographed copy of Soraya's autobiography, available for pre-order now. Yes, Helen Briggs, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this seems pretty straightforward, so, Jamie, here we go. Make sure you learn those rules.
No hammerlocks.
Are you ready to go?
No, what are we talking about? The dude from NC, North Carolina. What are we talking about?
Whew. Carly Cameron, huh? Got to go to Google.
Well, what did she do?
She shoved that whole letter in her mouth.
Oh, wow. I missed that part.
Yeah, at the end, she was like, oh, and shoved it in her mouth like the Cookie Monster, too.
Get a $200 credit for a new phone after 12 months. With Straight Savings, you save now and later. It just makes sense. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Less dollars, more cents. Next ball, go! Oh, man. Now you got a promo code. Sign up with promo code TE1 to get a free pay.
Well, I checked my subscriptions and spreadsheets, and I was getting ready.
We'll see about that. I just downloaded a lot on your phone, and it looks like you're paying for your ex's meal delivery kit.
It's $400.
Maybe not, because when you cancel through the app, maybe you can try to get you a refund. Download Rocket Money today.
What if your body didn't have the perks after being out here? Introducing Stillbill, only apparel with adjustable mental break support, designed to help you overcome injuries, minimize pain, and regain the confidence to get back out there. Stillbill supportive apparel is engineered with 90 feet of high-strength cables that reinforce the body and control dials that allow you to adjust.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. He's one of the guys running for governor, and he calls himself a black Nazi.
I'm sorry, what?
He was like on some porn site or something, and he posted that shit. He's fucking weirdo. I'm guessing, like, you know, not hearing any context of what he said, I'm guessing somebody called him a Nazi for supporting Trump, and he was like, fine, I'm a black Nazi. You know what I mean? Like, but if he was just saying it in, like, I'm a black Nazi, that's fucking crazy.
I think, look, I get it. You want to say things to your constituents, make them vote for you, but like, no, this isn't going to work.
No, he was definitely not saying stuff to his constituents. This was on a porn site, like, in an incognito account.
Porn site? What?
Yeah, so somehow somebody knew it was him.
Let's go, Sickos. Gen Y is working with a bank on a budget for her birthday. We only turned 30 months, and Gen Z.
So, shit's crazy out here, y'all. Like, you can make fake accounts and people still know that shit's you. Like, you can't get away with anything
Oh,
anymore.
it's because you use the same username as all his other
Make more
stuff.
of what's yours.
What a dumbass.
Justin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, congratulations on retaining your Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships.
You are one of
Damn, Dustin covered in blood.
associated with him. The Spanish God and natural Dustin Miller just walked past me.
It's a complete honor to be tagged with you. You know, you, just like me, we've had setback after setback.
Oh, it's from way back in 2011. I mean,
Make it all work.
What do you mean, I mean?
Still.
What do you mean? You're trying to say that, say you're a black Nazi? Like, oh, after 5
Well,
years.
yeah, I'm like, that means that he wasn't talking about Trump, because Trump wasn't even really in the picture then.
Yeah, no, that's bad. He's just straight up a black Nazi.
What a weirdo.
Next week, Grand Slam.
Oh,
Sammy
versus
wants
Okada.
Okada.
Where's Taylor? See Taylor.
Hey, wait. When did Sammy get a butt chin?
And by heaven's chance that I do, I'm challenging.
Is that like a scar he's got now?
Of Dynamite. I had the very first match in Dynamite history. And 5 years later, I am.
I think it might be a scar, actually.
Yeah, it's either that or some blood from somebody during that match.
Yeah, I don't
or
think
something.
it's a butt chin, to be honest.
More times than I can count. Times you got me back up. You have more heart and
Dude, Sammy versus Okada is going to be fire.
Yeah, I don't know if Taylor's still here. Taylor's like, we're not using Sammy. What happened to this?
Yo, Sammy's got a pretty cool shirt there.
Gonna be crazy and have some fun. Go home.
It's the hook signal.
Alright, folks, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This 10-man tag, I don't know how much I care about it. I'm just being honest. Always be honest.
Is it going to take up the whole last 35 minutes?
This is the main event.
I'm pretty sure the show is going to finish with Nigel doing a...
Oh, that's right. Nigel is the... Like, they did say Nigel had a promo, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't listen very often, but I did hear that. The Outrunners, let's go, boys!
I don't get it. Just zero. I feel nothing. I don't even feel negative. I feel nothing. I feel apathy, which some would argue is worse than hate. Alright.
They're parodies of 80s Hulk Hogan. Like, I don't understand how you don't...
Who gives a fuck about
I think it's great.
Who gives a fuck about the 80s? Who gives a fuck about Hulk Hogan? I don't get it. No click. No zero. Zilch. Thank God I can't see anything because of this pink light right now.
I was gonna say, I can't see shit.
Great. The best part. What's your favorite part of the match? The part where I couldn't see anything because of the pink light.
The fucking Pepto-Bismol.
Dancing around. Hook's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
They dumped a giant bucket of Pepto-Bismol on the ramp. Grit your teeth. He made himself dizzy.
How easily amused sometimes you are, you know?
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
Each one of these grizzled young veterans to just fucking
Hey.
destroy them all.
Reynolds grew a beard in like 20 minutes.
Alright, Jeff, you killed it. It's not funny anymore.
I know. It's a pretty cool mask. I hope so, King. I hope so. Wait, why is Roderick and the Beast coming out together? What?
He teamed yesterday on Rampage and destroyed Marcus Mathers and some other guy.
Dude, if anyone, it should be Roosh. They're both like horned beasts. Come on.
So apparently, like, one of the guys in the Undisputed Kingdom is calling the Beast Mordos Frank Mordos.
He's calling Frank Mordos.
I believe so. So like, I think I missed the step, but like, yeah, they're calling him like Frank Mortos. Like his name's Frank. Bring back the Sly Cooper games, you coward, says a sign. I approve of that. I think that they should bring them back. Those were some good PS2 games back in the day.
How's your lips?
Oh, yeah, Nat, hold on. I'm gonna go check it out. Hold on. Let's see.
Once known as a former disciple of Zach Gibson, but now well and truly on Gibson's level. So these are young veterans, one of the most tenured redemption.
Oh yeah, Nat, this was the website that I found. This is the article I found earlier about him. Black Nazi. Well, you know.
Yeah, everybody kick Roddy's ass.
Get Hook away from this team. These fucking dorks. They're all just spinning. Stupid. This is so stupid.
This time it's different. This has real chicken, potatoes, and brown rice.
Oh, the boy's not happy.
Looks like it's blue tastefuls from now on. Blue tastefuls. Taste
Oh.
naturally
Who's torturing my boy?
and squish. And squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing. Fingers relaxed. And squish. Great. Thank you. Good job.
Swish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Ugh. This is the type of match that I'm talking about, like, just throwing a bunch of dudes together. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be entertaining, but I just don't care for stuff like this. Like, especially, like, this could be an amazing 5-on-5, right? But I'm not gonna remember it, because there was no reason to remember it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just one of the reasons that I'm just not into, you know, even if these are fire, these could be absolutely great, but I won't remember it.
Let go. Let go. You let go.
Look, isn't that Frank Thomas? Oh, no, it's Frank Thomas.
What a fucking idiot.
Oh, Frank Thomas.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. You look like you've been still playing. That's what I said.
Well, I am both stronger and leaner. Frank, what's your secret? I discovered eugenics.
I wish my husband did.
It's easy.
You gotta be retarded to jump off a cruise ship, dude.
Sign 321 321. A complimentary sample of Xanax.
It's like, you want to die, bro? Some guy jumped off the world's largest cruise ship, that like 12-story high one. You just swimming over to somebody's boat. I'm like, bro, you're gonna get eaten.
So the Savannah Bananas are in Philly
Yeah.
at Citizens Bank Park, and they just surprised everybody. Ryan Howard is at bat for the Savannah Bananas.
Oh
Not a
shit.
fucking standing ovation. Oh, he struck out.
Damn, if I would have known that was going on, I would have gone.
Well, we were looking at possibly going, but the tickets were fucking expensive.
Really?
Yeah, they were pricey. For a baseball game, they were pricey. I think it was like $150 ticket.
Do you watch the Banana Ball stuff?
Not really, but I mean, like I've heard of them, and I would say would have some interest in seeing them live, especially with like things like that peppered in, like Ryan Howard and stuff. But
it's really, really cool. So, as a member of the audience, if you catch a foul ball, it's an out. They're out. If you catch it, they're out.
oh, okay, that's cool.
It's really cool. So, like, everybody's there with gloves, trying to catch a ball, get someone out. The scoring system is so weird, I still haven't figured it out yet. But you get points for, like, doing trick plays. So there's a lot of outfielders that if they have an easy outfield catch, they'll do a backflip and catch the ball at the same time, and you get like a point for it or something.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see what Sean Ross Sapp said about FTR Hare's his gun case?
No.
He basically got all the facts in the case, And even he was like, I am absolutely shocked that this made it as far as it did. There was literally just one guy being like, he pointed a gun at me. No proof, no photos, no nothing. And even SRS was like, I can't believe it made it as far as it did.
Yeah.
I thought there was more than that. I thought the guy, like, snapped a picture of him or something. It's like at that point I want to be like, did that dude work for WWE by any chance? Oh, that knee looked nasty. Dax is on it today. He's always on it. Dax is always very good. Dude, Nigel's been talking about Danielson for like a year straight. He hasn't stopped.
So Jeff, this is Hercules, by the way.
Hercules, the Void.
He's one of the two that we found outside of our.
All I see is eyeballs in your shirt. Oh, what a cutie! He just the Black Void. He just disappears into your shirt. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's just.
Still gonna call him Hair Trigger, but yeah, by all means. Yeah, thank God the charges were dropped. Yeah. And apparently the DA, once the DA got everything, they were like, wait, what? They're like, no. And then they dropped it. But at least they're taking the, allegations of a gun seriously. Did they take it too seriously? Maybe. But, you'd rather they take it more serious than not. Especially in Florida.
I like that graphic of Hook with the belt around his neck.
Looks cool, huh?
It's really sick.
Yeah, I love it.
So, it was funny because, so Taz on Twitter the other day, yesterday, I don't know if he meant it to be or not, but like it kind of was like low-key, like he threw some shade at certain wrestlers that don't like want to do the job anymore on their way out. So somebody on Twitter pointed out Taz's ECW record, like his win-loss record and like his matches, and how like his last few months with ECW, he lost every single match. And he said, well, yeah, of course I lost every single match. I gave my notice at that point. Like, they knew I was leaving, and, like, I was going to be a professional, and, like, I did whatever I could to help the place that I was leaving, before I left. 'Cause he's like, back in the day, that used to be the standard. And he was kind of like, some people were kind of looking at it like, is there some shade being thrown there about certain people nowadays?
Pretty much.
Hey, stop chewing on that. What are you doing? Get out of here. Go.
Is that a spray bottle?
Son of a bitch. He was chewing on my laptop charger. Ugh.
Oh, shit. Can't spray that?
Well, not the laptop charger. I sprayed him.
Well, yeah. So be careful.
Well.
Yeah, I think it's both, Nat. Like, he could be like, was I throwing shade? Maybe a little bit, but he's like, it's just a true statement.
What are you doing? Don't do anything bad.
Only apparel with adjustable medical grade support designed to help you overcome injuries, minimize pain, and regain the confidence to get back out there.
Dude, I love those McDonald's Happy Meal toys, the Crocs. They're like little keychains.
I think
they're
so
sick.
stupid. I think you're so.
Really? Well, I wear Crocs, so that's why I like them.
I think Crocs in general are stupid. No offense.
No, it's cool.
That's,
The difference between a normal shoe and a Croc for my back is like night and day.
so it's just because of the support underneath. Is that why you like?
Yeah.
Because like other shoes, have
Something about
with
them.
You know, it's not a big deal. I don't think that they're like very like. I don't think they're very like aesthetically pleasing. Like they're
So,
kind of hideous.
I have a special pair of Crocs. Like I don't. Do I have them down here? So you know, like Converse All Stars, how they have the white edge around them and they got the black stripe.
Uh-huh.
So I have a pair that imitate that, so they don't look like your normal Crocs, except for in the front. So they have like a normal shoe look to them. If you look at your stream. And I'm telling you, I was wearing normal shoes because I have a bad back, but I was wearing normal shoes. I changed into these Crocs, and instantly my back stopped hurting. I was like, well, that's it for regular shoes for me.
I mean, I guess if there's like a functional use to wearing them, I guess, but they just look hideous.
So,
like they just don't look very like. They don't
Yeah.
look good. They don't like. I don't know.
it's like an acquired taste. I didn't like how they looked at first, and then I started wearing them, so I kind of like have to force myself
Well, like
to
as a
like it.
child, I'd be mad as hell if I opened up my Happy Meal and I got these Crocs. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Those are definitely geared towards adults.
Yeah, I know. They do that from time to time. They'll never admit it, but they do. They do that from time to time.
So now, if you mean sport mode, like with the thing around the back, I can't stand having the piece around the back. So I wear them with it flipped up. I guess normal mode. I had it flipped back just to kind of show you. I wear them like that. Look at King's an Outrunners fan.
Just don't get it.
The delayed body slam. Let's go.
I don't get it.
Ugh.
Racist? Are they racists? Is that the
Who?
gimmick? Is that the Outrunners gimmick?
No, they're old school '80s wrestlers. They're every '80s wrestler put together.
I don't get it. I see this is very unappealing. These guys should be like jobbing on like dark matches.
No, that's the thing, Nat. It's for my back. Like for whatever reason, they are just perfect for not giving me any back pain. Sandals would kill me. I can't even wear sandals. Like I would love to wear flip flops for every time Rome calls me a flip flopper. I'd like throw my flip flops up, but I couldn't.
Nat gets it. Old school 80s wrestlers are
Oh!
racist though. Like Nat, you get it. You understand where I'm coming from.
Not all of them. Jeez.
Oh yeah, name 5.
Okay. I don't know if Booker T was wrestling in the 80s. I was going to just name 5 black wrestlers. Zeus, Booker T. Macho Man, I doubt he was racist. Let's see, who else was in the 80s? Sting, he's not racist.
So far, the only acceptable answer so far was Sting.
I think Macho Man is still widely loved, right?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
We could go Honky Tonk Man. I don't think anything ever came out about that guy. I could probably be completely wrong on that one. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He broke his back. Okay. I think Booker T got out of prison and went like almost straight to wrestling. I feel like I saw that in an interview he did, but I could be wrong. Ooh. I made a bet on college football, and they just offered to buy the bet back from me for more than I bet because they think I might win. You know what I mean? The cash out.
Oh yeah. How much you gonna win?
It's only $6 more than I paid for my bet, so I'm like, nah, I'll let it ride.
What's the payout if you win?
100.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they're offering me like $12 to buy it back.
I am more than ready to prove everything I've always said is true. I'm the better wrestler, and all of his success should have been mine. Right? A second now, but you'll get a chance to give your final words to Bryan Danielson coming up in this telecast. I don't mind repeating myself. Crowd here is rallying behind Truth Magnum. Elbow shots to the gut. All three go down at the same time. And now threatened by Taylor Dixon. Time is made. Here comes Zach Gibson.
What's with that sign that says, "How's your lips"? Is there something I missed?
Oh, Jeff, there's a lot that you've missed.
I was going to say, is that from the Grizzled Young Vets with the grit your teeth?
No idea.
Okay, just the gangster thing. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he went from like being in a gang straight to wrestling. Or maybe it was his tag partner that was the guy that went to jail. What was his tag partner's name when he was in Harlem Heat?
Who?
Booker T's tag partner in Harlem Heat. What was that guy's name?
Oh, what was his name?
Damn.
Stevie Ray?
Stevie Ray, there you go. He might have been the one, I'm not sure.
The original is my go-to, but the spicy filet lives up to the hype. Hey, it's Jillian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is the combination of flavors. The sweet honey, the kick from the jalapenos, amazing.
Customer paid for their testimonial. Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. App Intelligence is pretty awesome. You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Yo, have you ever seen the video on YouTube of Harry Potter with guns? So they replace every scene that somebody has a wand, and they just replace it with a gun.
Oh.
And it is so fucking funny. It's hilarious, dude. Like the scene where Hermione, I forget what his name is, but she zaps that kid in the bedroom and he just falls down.
Neville.
They just have her blow his head off, dude. It's so funny. Oh, I was dying.
So,
And that,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
and Ron's like, sometimes you're scary, and it's like, yeah, it's so good.
So there's this website. It's called Hard Drive, and it's basically like the video game version of like The Onion.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you heard, but Pokemon Company is officially suing the Power World developers. Finally.
Yeah, I saw that.
So because everyone says that Power World is Pokemon with guns, so Hard Drive made an article saying that Power World has hired identical lawyers but with guns. And it's a really funny article piece of satire where it's just like they're the same lawyers but better because they have guns.
Yeah. So, did you look at the lawsuit? I was actually meaning to ask you about this. I'm glad you brought it up.
So I looked at a little bit of it, and like the thing about like if you're gonna ask me about like the Nintendo owning like a bunch of weird patents for like really basic shit, yeah, Nintendo.
Well, that's what they're suing for. They're not suing for the character designs. Like people think that they like stole Pikachu and stole Raichu.
Yeah,
that's not what they're suing for. It's weird.
Yeah. I think it's because they think they have more of a case with that because legally they have patents. Yeah. Whereas, like, with Power World, AI becomes kind of a big question mark. Like, would they win that? Because the creator of Power World said, like, he used AI prompts to help make these things. So, like, he's like, we didn't get it from Pokemon, we got it from AI. And it's just like, well, how did the AI get it? Like, there's a lot of question marks there that Nintendo could lose that case. So I think Nintendo is looking at these patents that they've always historically done, which people don't really think about them, and Nintendo doesn't always pursue them. I think Nintendo just has like a desire to like be able to in terms of courtroom, like be untouchable.
Yeah,
and something that they've been very good at over their existence.
Did you see the drawing of the one patent that they're really suing for?
Yeah.
The ball.
Yeah,
it looks like a fifth grader drew it in class, and they're like, here's our patent.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of people, it's the thing about Nintendo is just, like, Nintendo is so great. They're so great, but, like, they are just such assholes. Like, Nintendo are a bunch of assholes. Like, I talk about it all the time on the podcast where it's like Nintendo doesn't care what their consumers want. Like, don't care. Like, they're going to do whatever they want to do, and, like, a lot of times it'll align with what people want, but it's like, it's the same reason why, like, why hasn't there been a Pokemon MMO yet? You know what I mean? Like, why did they never make a Paper Zelda RPG game when Paper Mario was really big? Like, there were so many things that people wanted from Nintendo games that, like, Nintendo could have done but never did, and it's just because, like, they don't care. Because they know that the quality that they put out is so good, like, you're going to buy it regardless. It's not even a sense of, like, you're buying the brand. It's a sense of, like, our games that we make are legitimately that good. We don't give a fuck what you want.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It really sucks that Nintendo is run that way, because Nintendo is one of the biggest forces in gaming, and it would be really cool if they cared a little bit more, but...
It's really weird how it seems like they hate the content creator space.
Yeah.
It's like, those are the people that are your advertisers now. Like, it's just how it is.
Yeah, again, Nintendo just, they can't make up their mind with it. Like, that's the content creator thing is the weirdest thing, because it'll literally change from year to year, where it's like, one year, they'll bring in all the content creators for like, content. Mm-hmm. And then the next year, it's like those very same people that, like, have contacts with Nintendo PR are being told to fuck off. It's just like...
Yeah.
Like, what?
Remember that time when we watched the Pokemon reveal on the game room?
Yeah.
We got a copyright strike, and it was only for the Pokemon section. And I was like, what? Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean...
Like, they had to physically do that on purpose. It didn't just randomly, strike us.
Yeah, it sucks. It's just kind of how Nintendo's always operated. I would like to see a change in the future, but unfortunately, I just don't think it will. It's unfortunate, because, like... Nobody hates Nintendo fans more than Nintendo. Kind of like how we talk about, like,
right?
It's like a reverse Star Wars, where it's like nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans. But, like, here it's the other way around. Like, nobody hates Nintendo fans more than Nintendo.
More than Nintendo.
It's just like emulation, right? Like, they're so against emulation.
I was not expecting that.
I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that.
They paired the two that I was saying pair these guys. Hell yeah, that was a great finish.
Turn on the Outrunners here, that would be cool. Turn heel, I'd be down. Bless you. I mean, yeah, it is what it is, but it just, it's Nintendo.
That was an excellent finish. I got to give him that. I was not expecting Roosh and Mortos to do that. He's scary. Wednesday, October 2nd, Pittsburgh. Are you going to be in a walking condition by then? Probably not on that. That's only like 2 weeks away. Damn.
Why don't we talk about the people that are? Why don't we talk about the professor? And how the professor tonight on Collision beat the hell out of Queen Aminata. Just like I said I was going to. And let's fast forward. The Dynamite 5th year anniversary is coming up, and I've been hearing rumblings that a certain DMV is thinking about talking about it. Britt, you're going to be there, and the professor is going to be there, so it only makes sense. I'll propose this to you right now, and I'll wait for your answer. But Britt, it's only if you're down. Get your ass beat in your own home.
A challenge for Dynamite 5 coming up.
Let's go, Nigel. This is going to be good. I hope Danielson answers him here. Oof.
Stadium. And true to form, the American coward, Benign Danielson, has refused.
Did he call him
to
Benign
answer my
Danielson?
challenge. The AEW World Champion, a representative for this company. How pathetic. And what's even worse is this clam digger hiding behind this fake injury. When the truth of the matter is, Brian fears Nigel. But Brian, if you're not going to do it for me, you're not going to do it for you. And you're not even going to do it so your family isn't embarrassed of you anymore. Maybe you should do it for the fans. The truth is, while they cheer you, they identify with me. And if you deny me, you deny them.
Alright, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this needs to be said. I've been working beside of you since last year as your broadcast partner.
Oh shit.
And I've come out and heard what you have said about Brian Danielson each and every week, every time we broadcast. And I see what you're trying to do here. I see what you're trying to do to Brian Danielson. Yeah, I do, because Danielson feels that the fans are the reason that he continues to fight and continues to come out each and every week. Your claims are ridiculous. Brian Danielson is not afraid of you. And I think everybody here would agree that he's not afraid of you. He is not cleared to wrestle. He is not cleared to wrestle. If he was cleared to wrestle, he would get in the ring against you. We're going to find out at Grand Slam if Brian Danielson is cleared to wrestle. We don't know that. He is not afraid of you. Okay? No, he's not. Let me say this about Brian Danielson. And I've been broadcasting wrestling for part of 5 decades.
That's crazy.
Brian Danielson is the greatest professional wrestler I have ever seen, I have ever called in my career.
You are one of the luckiest son of a bitches I have ever seen. Because if anybody else had said those words to me, spat on my soul, I would have knocked their head off. Tony, don't tempt fate twice. If you have an ounce of respect left in your body for me, go and sit down and shut your mouth. Now! You might be fucking coward, eh? But I'm not. Brian, I don't care whether you do it for me, for you, for your family, or for all the fans in the world. On Wednesday night, I want you to walk down this rampway. I want you to walk up these steps. And I want you to meet me in the middle of this ring for the final chapter of our rivalry.
This is so good.
Because it is my destiny. Ever since I have retired, I have told anyone who would listen, shouting at the moon like a lunatic, saying I was as good as you, Brian.
This is so good. Is chat frozen, or was everyone just speechless like we are?
Nobody listened to me. Nobody believed me. Why would they, Brian? Because the truth of the matter is there are only two people in the world today who know that what I'm saying is true.
Look how jacked up that microphone is.
Me and you. And that is exactly why you have refused to answer my challenge. You know if you show up at Artist Stadium, I will beat you. I will destroy you. And I will finally have vindication.
He's losing his voice. This is awesome.
Once again, you're taking away from me the one thing I deserve. But this time it doesn't matter. This time, even if you don't show up, I will still be vindicated because the world knows why. So the ball is in your court, Brian. Quite simply, I hope you choose option A and you show up. Because if there is a God in heaven, it will happen. And if there's not, may the devil hear my prayer.
That was cool. That was really good.
Really good.
Have you ever seen any wrestling show ever end with one of the announcers cutting a sick-ass promo? I'm not sure I have. That had to be one of the most unique endings to a wrestling show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We had two announcers talking to each other on the top. He walks his way to the ring like this. That was a fantastic ending here to Collision.
Yeah.
That was cool. Especially something we've never seen before. That was really cool. Alright, remember I said before the show, this didn't look like a Collision that was jumping out to me on paper, but once again, they proved me wrong. It was a fantastic show to sit and watch.
If I had a nickel for every time Jeff was wrong, I could probably retire at this point.
Oh, come on, you'd have like $3.
That's a lot. That's a lot of dollars.
That's like 60 nickels. Decent episode of Collision. This Wednesday is Grand Slam, correct?
Yes.
All right, so this Wednesday is Grand Slam, and then when is the 5-year anniversary show? What date is that?
That's October 2nd, which is the following Wednesday.
All right, so the next one, that's going to be a good show. We might have to do something special for that one.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure something out. Anything else that you wanted to go over with before we get out of here?
No, I think we're pretty much good.
All right, we'll go ahead and close us out then, sir.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a watch along for the Broken Tables podcast. Thank you to everyone hanging out with us here tonight. Thank you to Nat, King of Wicklow Mundo, Brandon J was here, and everyone else that hung out with us here tonight. Again, it was a pretty good Collision. Probably the best Collision they've done in probably like a month or two, to be completely honest with you. It was very good. But anyways, please subscribe, like the video on your way out. Join our Discord where we talk about wrestling amongst everything else that's going on in the world, both fun and maybe not so fun sometimes. But we're adults. You
real quick, do they ever do this? They're replaying Collision immediately.
No, they're not.
I'm watching Collision again right now.
I'm watching Kong.
The hell? Yeah, it must have restarted my DVR. Just restarted over. Okay. That was weird. I was like, wait a minute, they've never done this before.
If you like video games, we do the Game Room podcast on our other channel, so you can check that out in the description below. If you like video games, come hang out with me and Dev, talk video games every week for a couple hours. And we will be back Wednesday for the AEW Dynamite Grand Slam watch-along. It's sure to be a fun night. I can't believe they're doing that on free TV. Why not just save it for the pay-per-view? My God. But until then, see you later.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us here tonight. Until Wednesday, Dynamite. Top guys out.